Taste money.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, the 3 Minute Gamer. So I told you guys early on Twitter yesterday, because basically it's 1:42 in the morning, that I was going to make a video late on my thoughts on this Call of Duty Advanced Warfare multiplayer review. Don't mind the mess in the background. I got a huge ass mess. I went shopping and put the bags away. That shit behind my radiator. Fuck it. But I got some good, bad, and in between type of feelings towards this game. And I'm going to just call it out right now. For anyone who anticipated Titanfall, for anyone who was hyped for Titanfall, which was a lot of us, for anyone who tried to diss this game and try to say, oh, this is bullshit, is a hypocrite, because basically this game is everything that Titanfall was supposed to be. You know, this is what I thought Titanfall was going to be before Titanfall came out. And what wound up being the shittiest game, because Titanfall lacked in so many areas, right? So, for anyone who's going to talk shit about this game and thought Titanfall was going to be the shit is a hypocrite. Because basically, you thought Titanfall was going to be fun, and this game resembles a Titanfall feel with the whole, you know, futuristic type shit. That's about it. That's about it. But if you guys understand what I'm saying, this is going to be one of the realest videos I've ever made. I'm just keeping it real, you know. And just seeing this shit on Twitter, people making no sense, you know, when they trying to say how this game is shitty, this game looks this game looks that. You're just talking shit. But when Titanfall was first announced for the Xbox One, people was going off. You know, people was like, yo, this game was the shit. Oh man, I can't wait to get this shit. Now that COD is on its, you know, on its way with doing something similar, people are trying to bash it. Just shut the fuck up, because y'all know what y'all talking about. That's just plain and simple. If y'all hear a little raspiness in my voice, I have like a sore throat, whatever. I'm a little sick as shit. But let me get into this. Now, this reveal trailer, I'm going to start off. I wrote some stuff down on my phone because there's a lot of stuff. Well, not really, but it's just the stuff I wrote. And I wrote bad first. Sorry. Starting off with bad. Okay, so like I said, starting off with bad, right? You started off the gameplay trailer. It's a teaser, we all know that, but I'm still, you started off the gameplay trailer the same way you started off every Call of Duty's gameplay trailer for like the last 5 years. Which is like, you try to go beast mode in your gameplay, stop. Like, you trying to do like they try to make like, this trailer look like another montage wannabe video that they've been doing in their multiplayer reveal trailers for like, since Modern Warfare 2. And I'm sick of it. This is all personal, you know what I'm saying? This is just hashtag keeping it real. This is gonna be one of the realest videos I've ever made. This ain't bashing, this is just straight real shit. Well, I'm tired of the same, like, I knew this trailer was gonna consist of that. I was hoping maybe they were gonna, you know, fool me with some next shit. Because what they should have done, and first of all, let me just say, the reason why I do believe this is gonna be a good Call of Duty game is because this is almost like, this is Sledgehammer's first time developing their game on their own. They didn't jump in last minute to Modern Warfare like what they did with Modern Warfare 3. Nah, it's nothing like that. This time, they know they did their thing, whatever. The problem is, they should have came off with a different approach. They need two types of audiences to capture, right? They need to capture two types of audiences. They're COD fans, the original COD fans, the people that have been playing COD for years, and whoever has been into COD for a couple years. And new people who's coming into this franchise are gonna look at this like, how you expect to grab an audience if your first beginning part of the video is just you fucking somebody up, then you doing some other shit, then running on. People gonna judge it and say it look like some futuristic shit. People was like in red with the, like, when aiming they look like they had red lines, and they're not knowing shit that's going on. You know what I'm saying? They heard COD. Almost everybody know what Call of Duty is, of course. But the thing is, they're not going to know, like, the concept of what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, I do. And a lot of others do, because we know what the fuck Call of Duty be about. You know what I'm saying? But they should have came off like what I would say Rainbow Six did. their multiplayer reveal, that whole team strategic act out bullshit, at least that was one of the best presentations as far as teamwork for a first-person shooter like Evolve in that game, because of the way it grabbed so many people. Like, people was just like, oh my god, it was a 4-on-4, 5-on-5, whatever, and just the level of communication. What Advanced Warfare's multiplayer teaser should have did, me personally, they should have had like maybe a domination match or capture the flag or some type of game mode that they probably was to put, where it was like a minute left that was going on, or 2 minutes left, and they needed a way to capture this flag or something like that, and did like a beast ass teaser with that, you know, and then at the last minute right before they capture something, some beastie sick ass shit happens. That would have made the gameplay trailer more exciting. That would have grabbed us as the fans. It would have grabbed new people. They would have been like, oh my god, that's fucking sick. Like, it would have been like the point of the game type, and then how sick it looked while the person was playing the objective. It just looked like some straight up team death, same shit, same bullshit, right? That's why, you know, they didn't deliver that. That would have been sick. I would have been impressed with Sledgehammer if they would have approached us with something like that. You know, some sort of game mode where last minute they were going ham trying to make sure they win the objective, and just did all those moves that they did in the game before the objective. Not just showing us go, because that's what they do. They don't show us. What they do wrong is they don't show us how we should be playing. They don't show us, you know, the objective that's going on. They just show us what you can do. They just show us features. That's not the way to promote your game. All you're doing is promoting your game for motherfuckers who do montages, and motherfuckers who's just thinking about doing one thing, and that's just either only sniping or just, that's just me. Like I said, you know, their approach on it was not good at all. The second bad thing is, and this is just small, this is just something small, I wanted arms and limbs. Is that too much to ask for? It was a futuristic thing. I was hoping, at least with this horrible delivery, that they were gonna do some sort of, like, since they got the jumpsuits, like if you blasted them, their suit came off, or maybe some shit where you went up to them and when you was about to melee them, you pulled their arm off and it killed the dude like from behind. That would have been some sick ass futuristic shit, Advanced Warfare shit. If you're gonna hit us with some futuristic shit, guys, you should have hit it with a bang. You know what I'm saying? Do some shit where you went up from behind somebody and you would have stabbed them, pulled their arm off, and kicked them away. Do I sound like I'm bugging? Maybe a little bit, but it's really not. Just keeping it real. Like I said, it's something that could have been implemented into the game, because with the shit that I seen in this trailer that did get me a little bit excited, it's possible. It's very much possible that they could have added some sort of shit, like some sort of like mechanic like that, or feature like that, whatever you want to call it, of some sort. Even though, you know, now you're not allowed to do that because kids play the game. Who gives a fuck? This game is not rated fucking 6 years old. It's default for fucking people over 18. But it don't matter. So even if they wouldn't have added too much blood, it would have been hot to just add some sort of body limb shit, because of the fact that it has like the futuristic suits on. It would have mechanical rip-offs. That shit would have been hot, yo. Shit would have been hot. Didn't see it. Maybe I did. If y'all did, please point it out, because I watched this shit so many times. I didn't see it the way I was expecting it. Next bad thing, which is really not that serious, is not, like I said, there wasn't that many bad things to me, and you guys are gonna be surprised that I'm saying that, because you would expect me to go off on it and it may seem like I'm going off on it, but I'm really not. This is just the simple. This is like 4 simple things that I just pointed out. It's just the amount of shit that I'm going in depth with on it. The last thing I'm complaining about, and trust me, what you guys think I didn't bring up, I'm gonna bring up actually in a good way. But the last thing I'm gonna be complaining about was that bullshit tsunami shit, when they said tsunami warning or whatever. Is this gonna be another way of trying to promote your dynamic map? That every time we play on this map, that shit's gonna come up the same exact time? I hope not. I'm only judging it because Prison Break, I believe in Ghost, that one fucking tree that you could shoot in the beginning does the same shit every time. There's no weather dynamicy, whatever you want to call that shit. There's no weather changes in the game. It's about time. You know what I'm saying? Your franchise is so fucking large, millions of fans. Your game makes so much money. Like, it's about time you try to change up a lot, you know? So I don't think they did that. Maybe it's too early to say so. Just but from a reveal trailer, I'm assuming they would have added something like that. You know, I'm assuming they would have did like some weather forecast change bullshit if they knew what was good for them. What was, you know, if it would have been good for them. But that's just what I feel. So now on with the good shit. And you guys are going to be surprised with what I say as the good shit, because it's something that a lot of people were thinking negative about, but I actually think it's more positive and it's more good. So let's get to this. The first thing I'm going to mention, actually, from reading off what I wrote there, is the cloaking. And you guys are going to think I'm bugging out. Nah. It's about time we got change. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's about time Call of Duty is taking a whole left turn, you know, a whole right turn. But we need something that's different from the same shit. No more tweaking out this feature and making it seem like it's different, but it's not. You know, it's okay to add certain features that seem like they resemble a little bit of what the last game brought, but to do that with every piece of content in your game is bad. You basically consider recycled content. But this cloaking system and a lot of the other the mechanics I see in the features I see in this game, and let me just read off what else I wrote on it. Yeah, I was looking on the bottom right, and if you guys looked right before he sent out that, it looked like a hailstorm, basically from Black Ops 2 hailstorm, if I'm correct, where it had like a bunch of missiles, which looked pretty beast. You know, it was like a swirl of missiles. That little mech that was there. When he activated his cloak that he went invisible, if you looked on the bottom right, it had like a countdown, and it didn't have that much of time. It had like 5 seconds tops. So don't assume that this cloaking system will last forever. I'm not saying that they don't have any upgrades for it where it lasts 20 seconds, 30 seconds. I just highly doubt that they added that type of feature. What I do think is they added many different types, because from this cloaking system also adds, with the countdown, also added a feature with, like, if I'm not mistaken, your suit. Because I seen that when someone was jumping in the air high, there was the shit popped up in the middle of their screen, and on the bottom right, a countdown thing again. So I'm thinking like maybe the level of hang time you can have in the air as well, like not like jetpack flying in the air type shit, like how long it lasts in the air, as well as the moving from side to side, shifting. I think it has like a countdown as well. How many times can you shift from left to right? Because if you're able to keep speed, you know what I'm saying, like from the trailer where you're moving from left to right mad quick, you seen in the trailer, look beast when he was killing the enemy and then he shifted mad fast to the right and was shooting him again. If you're able to do that shit constantly, that is so cheese. And from what I saw on the bottom right, it seemed like as if you can only do it but so many, like maybe like 4 times, 3 times, and it has to reload up on for your suit. And I think there's more than one suit. I think one suit allows you to climb the walls. I think the other suit allows you to jump and slam down, because you seen when he slammed to the water, which was pretty cool, you could swim. You seen when he was moving left to right. You seen when the dude jumped with the jetpack and went behind the guy that was chasing him with the knife, and then he shot him. So I'm thinking that there's many different suits, you know, and exoskeleton suits, or you start off with an exoskeleton suit and there's additional upgrades for them, and you get to pick and choose. And if you look on the bottom right, I thought it was what I said, a perk system of some sort, or maybe just a tactical or whatever, but it showed like the little, like the icon of how long this particular feature lasts. So I'm assuming that it's gonna stay down there on the bottom right, and whatever perk or whatever you want perk for that item or that class, whatever suit that you pick, it only lasts a few seconds. So I don't think that's bad. Basically, we'll call it an ordinance, like basically from like Halo and shit. I don't think that's bad. Anybody who thinks that's bad, you know, deal with it. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's not gonna be part of taking over your class setups. You know, hopefully they show more gameplay soon of like making sure your gun class setups don't interfere with your suit setups. Don't interfere with your character customization, period. So overall, I don't think it's a bad thing. You know, I'd hate if COD implemented a horrible class setup system, customization system, where your point system, basically that whatever you add to your character, you know, you lose slots on your guns and stuff. Like, please just don't do it. You know, just go all out. Give us as many give us as much options to choose for our guns. Who cares if we have 3 fucking attachments? it shouldn't matter. Just don't make your shit cheesy. One thing and you know what, fuck the whole talking about good and bad. Let me just talk about it in general. So still going with good, because obviously the shit that grabbed my attention was just honestly small stuff, like the melee was sick. If I'm not mistaken, the dude punched him, and I think that's great. You don't need a fucking knife. You don't have to put a knife. So now if you don't have a knife in your class, I'm assuming now you can punch him, because when I seen him punch him, when I seen that he punched the enemy, I like the the reaction, the body movement of the enemy when he died. It is type bullshit though, you know, you die from a punch, but it's a melee, so it doesn't matter. But I like the movement, you know, he looked like he flew back because it's more futuristic, so it adds more force to everything. I like the stabbing that they had. If I'm not mistaken, they did have a stab, and it looked beast, you know. I think it's cool, so I'm all for it, you know what I'm saying. I love that they brought back the bow, you know what I'm saying. The bow looked tough as shit. I love the cut. Now this is like going for visuals basically. I love the colors they added to the maps. You know, I love all the detail they added to the maps, because from this trailer you could tell a lot of details in this map. I'm glad they went in depth with so much. You know, COD always do that. They always go in depth with detail in their maps, but this game has so much detail with characters and the explosions and particles and shit. And I'm assuming because they worked off of the current gen basically and PC. Excuse me, wow, sick. And it allowed them to just, you know, add more. And I think, yo, if you guys check this video out in HD, you can tell, like, yo, this shit look like a next gen game. It does not look like Ghost, this bullshit. It looks like the movement, everything looked like a beast. That I was like impressed. You know, the glass breaking, all the bombs, explosions. I like the streaks. I like the way they, you know, when they press to pull out the streak, how it looked more futuristic, and all the streak mechanics. It all looked cool, you know what I'm saying. It does look like streaks that we had in the past, but what the fuck could you do? You know what I'm saying. You ain't gonna make no fucking whole mechanical streak. You just can't make some whole new crazy shit. But I just think I'm all for the features they added. I just hope, as promotion wise and advertisement wise, they come out with videos of like game modes, and they come out with like more, what do you call it, like more strategized type of gameplays. Like, I don't know how to say it right, but more gameplay videos of team base, so domination, hardpoint, or whatever they're adding, and do like teaser trailers like that, because what you're advertising and what you're promoting is what you're gonna make us do when the game comes out. So if you're gonna show too much stabbing and all that shit, a lot of us are gonna start this game off trying to do that shit because it look hot. But if you promote more team play, you know, and I'm not saying because the MLG guys do that for them, but I'm saying like try to switch it up. Do it don't even wait for the MLG guys to do to promote it for you guys. You know, do it yourselves. Do like what Rainbow Six Siege did. You know, their first gameplay reveal, multiplayer reveal was all strategic. You know what I'm saying? So they should just do that. That's my personal opinion. One thing I actually brought back, I mean, I forgot to mention that I didn't like, was when the tsunami shit happened and he jumped on top of like the little cliff shit. He punched the dude, and I believe he had like a pistol shotgun, and he aimed it, and the dude was at a distance, and he killed him one shot. I just hope they don't have that overpowered bullshit again, where if I'm shooting you and then you pop me once from a distance, you kill me. Please balance out your guns. You know, I really paid attention to this trailer, and I was more impressed with what they were trying to bring, because I wasn't looking at it like in an excitement. I wasn't looking at it like, oh my god, COD. I was looking at it like, you know what? Let me see what they're trying to bring, because I knew they weren't gonna try to bring some whole different type of reveal trailer. I knew they were gonna try to promote features, you know, to the game, not just like how you should be playing the game, you know. So I was impressed. I actually was not upset with any of the perks and, you know, cloaking systems. I love the red dot sight that made it look like the character had lines. I love the fact that when he shot some type of tactical weapon, it showed the enemy up like a radar, like the shit in Ghost or whatever. Like when you press L2, I believe L1, it threw this shit that next thing you know they popped up on the radar. I forgot what it's called. I haven't played Ghost. So their version of it looked cool. You know what I'm saying? It looked cool. It did only excite me a bit with the fact that I feel like there's gonna be a level of kicking ass in that game. Like, you're gonna be able to fuck people up, and it's gonna look tough because it's not the same running game that we used to play. You know, now you're gonna be able to do some climbing Spider-Man shit, then cloaking for a minute to catch somebody. But the cloaking don't look like as if you're gonna be fully invisible. Obviously, you're gonna be glowing. You know, maybe they have different types or something. I don't know, but we can't judge it off of this trailer. Like I said, oh, this game's gonna be trash. What would make this trash is the way the presentation was. It was the horrible delivery. But look at it in a different light, and look at it more like this is something that is not Ghost. So you already know you're gonna have more fun with it. Look at it like you already know they're gonna try to bring so many different features to this game. And then look at it like this. This is their last chance. This is COD's last chance. They worked on it on current gen, which is basically the next gen, whatever. And if they fail at that, COD fails. And look at it also like this. Look at what Sony did. Sony somehow is winning the console war between Xbox One and PS4. And why? Because this was Sony's last chance. Their financial issues, and look, they went. They didn't go all out, I'm not saying, but you know what? They did the best they can to focus on gamers, on gaming. And look at them now. So I think that COD, you look at it in a different light. Stop looking at it too negative. I know people are like, oh, fuck this game, Battlefield. Battlefield needs to do the same thing. I love Battlefield too. And Battlefield needs to step back and be like, you know what? We should bring back Bad Company. That was one of my favorites. But anyways, with this COD Advanced Warfare, hopefully we see more. I'm sorry that this was a long video. This was just keeping it real. I know there's tons of more features in the video. I'm going to keep watching and looking back. Probably make more videos later. But there really wasn't anything that really pointed out to me that was bad. I know people are going to complain about a lot of shit. They're not looking at it more. They're not looking at it in a way of positive. They're not like, oh, you know what? That's a cool feature. Maybe if they do this, they do that. They didn't show it in a cheesy way. Like, if they would have showed dude cloaking and running and killing people, I would have been pissed. I would have been tight. They knew not to do that. They did that with only the mech. And when he did, activated that little like missile shit. Missile shit looked pretty dope. Like the particles and the effects. I just hope that after that, the aftermath of it shows like damage to the environment. If it doesn't, then I just, you know, it's about time they add a feature. They just add that to the game. Some dynamic destruction, some environmental destruction. That's it. But that's it. That's all I really have. If you guys have your thoughts, what's your thoughts on this game? I really want to know, because people ask me what were my thoughts. I really want to know your thoughts. Please leave the comments below. If you dislike this video, fuck it, just dislike it. It's personal preference, personal opinion, personal motherfuckers. I don't give a fuck. But let me know what you guys think below. Honestly, because this trailer, I know a lot of people are gonna try to bash, but you know, just trying to keep it real. It's your boy, the 3 Minute Gamer, and I'm out. Peace.